Ryan Clark versus Marcellus Wiley beef. Damn, I get straight to it. No. I saw the tweets. I'm saying I didn't look at the rundown, so I didn't know that this was gonna happen. So,
I had this like 2 years ago. I had Marcellus on the show. We were talking about this because this was right around the time Ryan and Marcellus were up at Fox doing a little thing, and you might remember it. I know you were behind the scenes at that time, but then that's the same. It was the same like day and subsequent days that Ryan Clark and I were into it, and then Marcellus chimed in, and it became a big Twitter thing. And then they saw each other since, like several times, like in person. Yeah. And Marcellus, he's just gonna go about his day, and then it's on the other guy to say if it's a beef or not.
Right.
Like, because
Marcellus never claimed to be like gangster or
no.
I'm saying Marcellus is soft at all. I'm saying Marcellus will tell you or tell me. I think even in his response to this, he said, "I'm not no gangster, but you definitely ain't no gangster." Like he was like, "So let's just stop faking it."
I know one has ties, and I know none has ties.
Right? No, of course. I'm not. Yeah, of course. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
Here's the thing.
Marcellus is my guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying he's not a guy who's trying to act tough. He's just gonna speak his mind. And if you disagree, cool. But like, let's keep it grown up. We're not trying to act like we about to go fight at 40-some years old and throw hands.
And I'm telling you right now, Ryan may be a hitter. He might have been a hitter at safety. He don't want to get into that hitter contest in a street fight. I gotta ask you, Smitty. Here's the issue I see with this cat. And I love that Marcellus is calling this shit out because this cat, Ryan Clark, doesn't understand. He's toting a fine line, in my opinion. And I'm trying to be as honest and unbiased as possible because we're trying to do a real part of the show right now. And I'm gonna be honest, like this, he's toting a fine line when he discusses politics. Like we run up politics. We never said we won it. We're a sports show, but we talk about all things. ESPN has stated before under Disney's globe that we're staying away from politics, blah, blah, blah. The last 2-3 years, they become super political in their takes, and it's all over certain guys that come on there and have opinions, strong ones at that. I think they're they're toting a fine line between Ryan Clark being political in some of his takes, and then, let's just be straight honest, having some real racially motivated opinions, and then comes out and goes at brothers who are kind of just telling the truth about everything in a total big, huge nutshell. Like, I don't know if I said it right, but there's a fine line between Ryan Clark's political shit, him and super pro one way or the other, and then he comes out and has issues with a lot of prominent brothers out there in the business too, because of politics once again. I'm trying to figure out what he's going to do and what ESPN's going to do. I'm going to be honest. I don't see it ending well soon. And that's why he probably has the pivot and other things going. I'm telling you right now, I don't think it's sustainable the way he's doing this thing.
I thought Ryan Clark signed like a new big deal like a year ago though, like a big ass. It was like a public thing. He was negotiating. He got a big contract a year ago.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was only a 2-year deal, but it could be. But I don't know if it'll be. Like I'm saying though, like I don't think he'll ever make it to be like the big guy, like the face or the Stephen A or something. You know what I mean? Like not that he'll ever be Stephen A, but I mean like because he's close, he's getting big. But I'm saying
he's getting big for sure. Yeah.
Will he be that face? Will he be that face on ESPN that people will look at and say, all right, this is Ryan Clark. This is the guy. He does this segment and this segment because he's everywhere. He's on everything. He's at all these games. Got his own show. I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting, but it's funny that nobody is like he's ruffling feathers with everybody besides his internal circle. So I'm trying to figure out, it doesn't matter, white, black, brown, green, yellow. It's like, what side? I guess he don't have a side. That's cool. But, like, he's toting the line, in my opinion. I think he's so gray area that he doesn't know which way to approach it. Like, which way is he? Like, what's he going to do? Me and him got into it over some football shit over a guy he disrespected, a legendary Louisiana football coach. And the shit he was saying then was just ridiculous, dog. And I was like, hell no, this motherfucker crazy. That's why we got into it. But then Marcel got into it right after that. Now this tweet right
they've
here,
they've been beefing for years. I've seen Twitter stuff with them for years. I'm like, damn, like I didn't know the foundation of it, but like I said, I don't know Ryan Clark personally. My main thing with him is that I don't like this part of it. Like he goes to Twitter and talks with a certain language as if he's about to go fight you and like really meet up with you, but then at the same time he has like the platform like on the pivot where he tries to use that to almost like speak like positivity and
don't be crying
like being mature and being leader. So it's a big hypocritical thing. And again, listen, we all hypocrites to some extent, but you got to be smarter than that, knowing that how big your platform is. You can't on one side be all this living right, doing right, boom, boom, boom. And then on the flip side, as soon as somebody disagree with you or makes you mad, you automatically go to like, we can meet him and talk about it. And again, let's be real. We know what he's trying to say. He's not really talking about let's meet and talk. And no. He's used language with Marcellus specifically, especially in the past, that's even stronger than this, where he's basically saying like we can fight. I think he might have actually literally said that in the past before and made it like directly clear. So for me, again, I don't know the man at all. I liked him on the field for the Steelers. I think a lot of stuff he does say on the pivot specific. I don't really watch ESPN, but on the pivot specifically, some of his interviews and stuff that I see, I'm like, yeah, I actually like some stuff he says. But it's just real hypocritical when then as soon as you get mad, you tap back into this. So then my question is, who's the real you? Is it this person right here who's like ready to fight and do all this, or are you the mature like black leader who's trying to like help us grow and do like I don't know what side he's on?
It's called fucking fake, Smitty. I don't. It's really not that hard.
Which side is fake?
He is overall. He's fake. That's what fake is. I'm the same Joe every day. I'm the same guy every day. So you can call me what you want and all the nobodies on, but I'm the same dude every single day. Like, other than an opinion on a topic or a subject that's brought up on that show, I walk the same walk every single day. Like the quote of the day, the road is my road. Like at the end of the day, like I don't change up for someone else or for something else. I'll be respectful for a guest on the show. I'll never I'm not the clout clickbait guy that wants to get a guy on a show to start a fight with that guy, unless it was something in the prime sexual thing that kid was talking shit, or if it's something like that. I'm talking about a regular guest. A lot of people bring guests on just to talk shit and degrade them and do some fake ass shit to get clicks. I'll never do that. That's not who I am. This guy is total overall. His DNA is fake. One day he's this, one day he's that. One day he does this, one day he does this. That's called fake. I don't, there's not another way about it. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I don't know. I put on the tweet, Smitty, I commented, like, real recognizes real, Hub City in the house. And I just put LOL because we already know what this guy is. We and then me and Marcellus talked, and it's funny, dog. Like, this guy continues to do this shit. I've seen him in person, homie, several times in Vegas and other things. He don't want that shit. He's totally different in person. Like, this motherfucker is walking around like it's social media. Like, I think you know what I'm saying? Like, social media is going to end up one day, unfortunately, getting one of these dudes touched. And I don't wish upon it. I don't wish it for anybody because I'm in that boat. Somebody will try to touch me one day. It is what it is. It's soft. I'm just telling you, though, I think people think social media is like its own thing, and you can't, like, really say nothing in person when you see them. You know what I'm saying? You mute it.
Oh, my fault. Yeah. And my thing is, like, I'm not, to your point, I'm not saying that I want him. I don't think he should fight. Like, it's stupid. You're
right.
50 years old. You're popping. You're doing well. You're making good money. You got a family. Like, you got a lot of positive stuff going for you. So my only pushback is stop with this type of shit. Stop with this hard shit. I'm not saying don't defend yourself. I think Marcellus.
Right? That's my thing. Like, yeah.
Marcellus had a podcast, I think, where he was disagreeing or going at Ryan Clark. I didn't even listen to that podcast yet, so I don't know what Marcellus' exact comments were. So I don't have a problem with Ryan Clark defending himself against someone. We all would do that. We've all done that. So cool. I'm cool with that. It's the language that you're using when it comes to Marcellus, as if you really want to stand 10 toes and go fight this man.
And that's why he said, it's funny, we just saw each other in this picture, and you weren't very talkative. Like, see, that's what I'm saying, though, Smitty, because we see these dudes in public at certain places all the time. Like they just saw each other at the Pump Brothers.
Right. But you know what's funny though about that?
They were right here together.
What's funny about that last comment on Ryan Clark's tweet saying that Marcellus wasn't that talkative that day. Marcellus not the one that's trying to promote fighting you.
No. Yeah. No, I get you.
We're on the same. I'm saying Marcellus not the one that's talking about let's meet up 10 toes. Like, he ain't doing that. He just saying I disagree with your take. This is my opinion. But Ryan Clark is the one that's pushing out this like energy of face to face and this and that. So if that's the case, and you see me in person, you step to me then. You the one that's talking about all this, that, in the fight. You come to me then. So we see each other in person. You did all that Twitter stuff, and you didn't say nothing to me. Don't go to Twitter and be like, you wasn't talkative that day. No, you're the one that's talking about you gonna stand 10 toes with me. Approach me, homie, and then we gonna see what's happening. That's how my mind goes.
I don't get it. Like, it is what it is. Like, Ryan Clark talks about somebody every day.
Right. They literally.
Regardless of
we
what.
all do.
We all do. We all talk about somebody every day. We have a context and a topic. So if Marcellus now, that's his new job. Let's be honest. That's what his new job is. So he ain't coming out calling you a bitch and all this old shit. Marcellus don't do that. He just telling the storyline of what's going on. Marcellus usually has pretty damn good insight because he's been around all these places and knows all these people. So you pretty much know that he's credible in what he's saying every day on his show. So make sure you head on over to the Marcellus Wiley show. I don't understand the fake rage, though. This shit is killing me, dog. Just keep it real. Be yourself every day. I'm the same person on this show as I am in person. Am I not?
Yeah, you are 100%.
I'm just saying, like, I don't understand.
I am too. I always tell people I ain't never said I was a thug because I'm not. I ain't never been no gangster. I'm not. I've been around that type of stuff, and they went left, I went right my whole life. They smoking and drinking. I'm like, nah, I'm over here dribbling my basketball. But at the same time, you're gonna respect me. So again, I'm cool with you clapping back and saying something. I'm not ever gonna say sit down and just fold, let another man talk about you. No, say something back, but just chill out. Like, you ain't about to go really fight nobody, homie.
Here's the real shit. Like, Marcellus is not whitewashed. He not a sellout. He not whatever y'all, Uncle Tom, whatever y'all want to say. He's not. I promise you, Marcellus is not that. But Marcellus doesn't bring race into every single discussion that he goes on his show about. I cannot say the same thing about Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark wants to bring in race, everything he talks about. That is his niche. That's what's made him so big, I guess. I guess that he has that following. But it's crazy how him and another brother are going at it for seemingly they do the same job. You go on the pivot. Every day you go on the pivot and you talk about XYZ. And then you're crying and your sad story and all this old shit. And you want sympathy from all these people. But then you go on the very next hour on Twitter and you're talking shit about Aaron Rodgers, Pat McAfee, fucking, and then you want us tonight. And then you go out in public and you think you're untouchable? Come on, dog. Wake up, dog. Like, fuck, homie. This shit is unbelievable. I don't think anybody equates to that motherfucker. He's special. I don't know why and what happened since the playing days, but that's crazy. Because I know some other things too, and I'm just like, that shit crazy.